All right, we're looking at subjects and verbs worksheet 7 today. You'll notice the box at the top. This is where we draw that vertical line. You've got the complete subject on the left, the complete predicates on the right. The bolded word is your simple subject and your simple predicate, or just your verb. Remember, I told you yesterday, sometimes you will have a word in front of your verb that goes with the verb side, like finally. Finally goes with agreed, goes with your verb because it's describing that. All right, so let's look at exercise 1. You're going to follow the directions out to the right. Cross out our prepositional phrases. And this one we are simply looking at underlining our simple subject once and our simple predicate twice. We are not going to single underline the complete subject and double underline the complete predicate. All right, so we have, in number 1, we crossed out our prepositional phrases. We underlined our subject once and our verb twice. And then we draw the vertical line in front of our verb because this prepositional phrase goes with our subject. And then we are going to go ahead and circle the simple subject in this case. All right, so number 2, no prepositional phrase. Senator Billings is my subject. Will propose is my verb. Remember, you need to include those helpers. Draw your vertical line and then circle the subject. Number 3, the 4th Thanksgiving in November is celebrated as Thanksgiving Day. 2 prepositional phrases, in November and as Thanksgiving Day. My subject is Thursday. My verb is celebrated. Draw that vertical line and then circle the subject. Number 4, the skydiver landed safely. No prepositional phrases. Skydiver is my subject. Landed is my verb. Draw that vertical line. Circle the subject. We will not always circle the subject. In this exercise, we are. Number 5, youngsters sometimes jump from those high rocks. Okay, prepositional phrase, from those high rocks. My subject is youngsters. My verb is jump. Okay, now, before we had prepositional phrases right in front of our verb that stayed with our subject, or our subject and verb were right next to each other. In this case, we have the word sometimes. Is sometimes describing youngsters, or is sometimes describing the way they jump? In this case, it's describing the way they jump. It's acting as an adverb. So our vertical line is actually going to go right here. And then again, go ahead and circle that subject. All right, take a minute to do 6 through 10 for me. All right, check your work against mine. From all over the world is a prepositional phrase. Dignitaries is my subject. Attended is my verb. That prepositional phrase stays with dignitaries. It's describing them. So my vertical line goes here in front of attended, and I circle dignitaries. The children's elaborate skyscraper collapsed. There's no prepositional phrase. My subject, my sentence is about the skyscraper. It's my subject. What'd the skyscraper do? It collapsed. And then your vertical line and circle your subject. Number 8, ghosts are popular Halloween characters. No prepositional phrase. My subject is ghosts. My verb is are. So that one's easy. Your subject and verb are right next to each other. Circle the subject. Number 9, several students from Europe are staying with local families. 2 prepositional phrases. We have from Europe and with local families. Students is my subject. Are staying is my verb. And again, we've got a prepositional phrase here between the subject and verb, and we know from Europe goes with the students, with our subject. Draw your vertical line and circle your subject. Number 10, the mysterious figure in black vanished. So we have 1 prepositional phrase, in black. My subject is figure. My verb is vanished. And draw your vertical line right in front of your verb because the prepositional phrase is describing the figure. And circle your subject. All right, worksheet 8. Still looking at subjects and verbs, only now we're looking at compound subjects and verbs. Okay, so you may have 2 subjects on your subject side and 2 verbs on your predicate side. So same thing as before, exercise 1. Underline your subjects, underline them once, underline your verbal phrase, make sure you include helpers, underline those twice. Draw your vertical line in front of your verb and circle the 2 simple compound subjects. So carrots, tomatoes. Don't use any of the conjunctions or descriptive words that go between those. Would make is my verb. Vertical line gets drawn, circle your simple subjects. They are compound though. Cheese, crackers are. Number 3, we have Nancy, Daryl, I, and we can go ahead and cross out prepositional phrases if you want. Nancy, Daryl, I worked. Draw the vertical line and circle my subjects. Number 4, time and the tide wait for no one. Prepositional phrase, time, tide, wait. That's my subject verb. Draw your vertical line, circle your subjects. Number 5, in the forest is a prepositional phrase. Ferns, wildflowers are my subject. Abound is my verb. Draw that vertical line and then circle your compound subjects. Give you a couple minutes to do 6 through 10. Go ahead and work on those. All right, number 6, neither my brother nor I felt comfortable with those people. We do have a prepositional phrase. Brother, I. That's your compound simple subject. Felt is my verb. Draw your vertical line and circle your 2 simple compound subjects. Number 7, we do have a prepositional phrase here. We've got our subject table, food. Would have been ready is my verb. Okay, so we go ahead and draw our vertical line, circle our 2 subjects. Number 8, we have got a prepositional phrase from Greek mythology. Jason, Ulysses are my subjects. are is my verb. So draw your vertical line and circle your two compound simple subjects. Number 9, pueblos, hogans, and teepees were common Indian dwellings. No prepositional phrase. My subjects, pueblos, hogans, teepees. Were is my verb. Draw your vertical line and then go ahead and circle your compound simple subjects. And then number 10, prepositional phrase. Another prepositional phrase. Got our simple compound subjects and my verb were used. Draw your vertical line and then circle your subjects. Make sure that you have that for exercise 1. All right, exercise 2 is the exact same, only we have simple compound predicates. So it's a compound verb. Same steps though, only we're gonna circle the verb part of it. All right, so baby eats, sleeps. Photographer checked, posed, snapped. Cross out your prepositional phrases. At once, paramedic, did, hesitate, acted. Make sure you get that vertical line in the correct spot. So we have did, hesitate, acted. Number 4, prepositional phrase, subject, verb, captain hoisted, pulled. Draw the vertical line and circle your simple compound predicates, your verbs. Number 5, the sick puppy neither ate nor drank. My subject is puppy. My compound predicate is ate, drank. Okay, now they are not right next to each other. There's not a prepositional phrase that I can say goes with the subject. You have neither here. We know that neither stays with nor. They are correlative conjunctions, so they stay together. So neither is going to go on the same side of the line as nor. So our vertical line is going to go right here. And then go ahead and circle your simple compound predicates, your verbs. All right, go ahead and work on 6 to 10 for me. I'll give you a minute to do that. All right, number 6, we do have 2 prepositional phrases. 4 days before the holiday. Family is my subject. What did the family do? They baked and they cooked. Draw your vertical line. That one's an easy one to draw. And then circle those simple compound predicates. Number 7, Brenda organized her note cards and began her rough draft. No prepositional phrase. Brenda is my subject. What did Brenda do? She organized and began. Draw that vertical line and then circle your compound simple predicates. Number 8, no prepositional phrase. What is my subject about? It's about Mike. What did Mike do? He pruned and fertilized. So draw that vertical line and circle your verbs. Number 9, we've got our subject, dignitary. What did the dignitary do? Waved, looked. Okay, again, you've got a word between them, so you have to analyze this. Where does this word need to belong? Does it belong with the predicate? Does it belong with the subject? Neither and nor, same thing as in number 5. They are correlative conjunctions. They have to stay together. And then circle those verbs. All right, and then number 10, some students seldom study but still do well. Students is my subject. Study, what else do the students do? Do. Students study and do. Okay, got another word here. Is seldom describing the students, or is seldom describing when they study? It's definitely describing when they study. So our vertical line is going to go here because seldom needs to stay on that side of the sentence. Okay, and then go ahead and circle your verbs. All right, that is it for grammar.